Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm back. Got a new car, back with the MK4. I couldn't stay away too long. Definitely want to make more videos. This is going to be somewhat of a journey. Working with kind of a budget. Had some stuff going on in life, so trying to put together the best parts possible. A couple of them are going to be used, cheaper. Gonna make some videos on the tuning aspect, drivability, walk you through the process if you're trying to do this yourself eventually. I've done a ton of research and I'm gonna be winging it. As some of you guys know, I come from the 1.8T 4-cylinder Volkswagen world. I had the GLI big turbo 4-cylinder, two of them. So this VRT is going to be nasty, and I'm looking for definitely 500 to 600 horsepower with this build. I say build, but the bottom end is going to be stock for now. Stage 3 clutch. I'm doing a ATP type manifold for the turbo. Probably going to run pump gas for now. Maybe do E85 tune in the future. Don't know yet. I picked this car up for $1,500. I have about 1,000 into it with the clutch, and I did the timing change right away. It has Koenig wheels, cheap used tires. I mean, it's pretty good for now. It's got a MagnaFlow exhaust with I believe it's 2.5 all the way back from the header. Has a MagnaFlow resonator and a MagnaFlow muffler. Sounds really good. As some of you guys know, VR6s sound good no matter what, so there's no question on that. I'll probably put a sound clip in this video of the exhaust. It has a mild cam right now, and other than the tune, cam, and exhaust, it's pretty much stock. It's got a stock airbox and everything right now. This is a GLX model, year 2000, 5-speed, 02J right now, transmission. Definitely going to be upgrading to an 02M 6-speed with hopefully in the future an all-wheel drive swap. That's what I'm shooting for. Definitely going to need all-wheel drive to hold, 500-600 horsepower. Other than that, the wheel spin, spinning is not winning, so to speak. So yeah, let me take you a little closer look at the car and go from there. Here she is, guys. It's got the GLI front lip. It's not a true GLI. True GLI wasn't until 04 and 05. For you enthusiasts out there, you'd know, but true Mark IV GLI is either a 24-valve VR6 that came 6-speed, or it is the decked out, they call it the 20th anniversary GLI, but it's not numbered like the GTI is. That has a 1.8T 6-speed 02M and Recaro seats and all the bells and whistles stock. This is a Jetta GLX VR6 is the official model. It's already lowered. Let me see if I can adjust that. There we go. It's already lowered on solo work coilovers, which are not, stupid good. They're kind of cheap, but they do the trick for now. Had some slight fender damage right here. Tried to pull it out as best I could. I'm going to get that repainted. Maybe even get a new quarter panel if I can find one at a junkyard or something like that. The wheels are actually in really good shape. The DST Koenigs, the dark gray looks good. They're not too road rashed up, so that's always good. Like I said, they got cheap tires on them. Yeah, the car sits pretty good right now. It's got the dual tip MagnaFlow. Sounds really good. It's got some eBay taillights that the previous owner put on, which I'm not really feeling. The bulb right here is starting to go out. So I bought some candy canes, which came on the GLIs, and I definitely will be putting those on. Let's take a look in the inside. Lock this bad boy. Black leather, which is actually pretty decent, man. Not too many scratches on it. Kind of lucked out with the interior. The car came with the Diesel Geek shifter bushing kit that I already took apart and threw in there, so the shifter is pretty tight. He already had our 32 pedals. Everything else is pretty much stock. Actually, the AC works. I got lucky with that. Broken glove box, which is a MK4 trait. Headliner is actually pretty good. He had it redone. Eventually, we'll be ripping out the front 2 seats and putting, some lighter weight racing bucket seats in there. Definitely a must. Long-term plans is to do at least a half cage with a halo around here, half cage in the back with the rear seats gone. That way I can have my harness bar and all that stuff for the harnesses. Probably take out most of the interior stuff except for the carpet and door panels. I don't want to completely gut this thing, but I definitely want to lighten it up a little bit. Let me walk you over. Take a look at the engine real quick. It's a pain in the ass. Alright. Yeah, so there she is. 12 valve VR6, 2.8 liter. The previous owner did cams and a tune. Stock airbox. It's got the Swiss cheese mod where they drill holes, a bunch of little holes underneath the airbox to get more flow. It's like a common mod on all the Vortex and forums and stuff like that. If you're watching this video, I'm assuming you know a little bit about Volkswagen, so you probably already know what that is. It's got a K&N drop-in air filter in there. So yeah, it looks pretty much stock. Gonna be doing probably a GT35 size turbo, 83 AR turbine side. That way I can get some top end. It's gonna be a little bit laggy, but from what I've seen, if you do a 0.63 AR turbine side, which is like the standard T3 hot side on the turbo, it'll be punchy, but they tend to run out of breath up top. So they don't make a ton of power, but they'll definitely be a punchy car. And believe it or not, I kind of want a little bit of lag because it's easier on the internals when the power comes on somewhat gradually. It's easier on the transmission. So being on a budget, I'm not trying to blow the tranny up right after I finish turboing it or blow the engine up. I'm trying to make it last and switch things out little by little, if that makes any sense. I just put brand new headlights in it. They had some cheap eBay headlights in there that I didn't like, so I just put some stock looking headlights in there. The hood is actually notched and painted over, which is nice because there's usually a missing notch right there when you do the badgeless grille. The side skirts definitely need work. They're GLI side skirts. Whoever stuck them on there, the tape, two-sided tape and everything's falling off. And there's definitely a noticeable gap if you get up close to them. So definitely have to fix that. But yeah, she's a daily driver for now. I do have my truck, but with gas prices the way they are, definitely don't want to drive my truck to work. I work 30 miles each way, so 60 miles a day. Don't want to be driving the truck more than once or twice a week. Keep the miles off her. All right, so let me show you some parts that I already got. All right. Here's the manifold for the turbo. It's an ATP type clone. This is a little bit cheaper version. Basically the same exact thing. I'm going to port out the wastegate a little bit to 39 millimeter. Just going to smooth it out, port this out a little bit, smooth the edges, clean it up. It looks good. It's got the T4 or the T3 tapped into it, so whichever you want to use. Definitely a solid piece. I looked over it, didn't see any cracks or big imperfections. It looks nice and flat. And yeah, I have a MIG Fab custom short runner intake being made in Canada by MIG Fab. Should be shipped to me sometime this week, hopefully. Paid a good amount of money for it, but it's definitely a solid piece. Comes with a fuel rail. This guy is really well known, makes a lot of intake manifolds for the VR6 turbo community. Definitely a show flashy piece because it's going to be up front on the car where you can see it. This is kind of in the back and you can't really see it. You can see the turbo, but you can't really see the manifold when it's all done. So I wasn't worried about looks on this. The short runner intake is different because that's something you see all the time. Over here, got my candy cane taillights. OEM, OG, GLI style. Might even smoke them out a little bit. These are what comes on the real GLIs, and I just love how they look, even though it's like an OEM piece. Got two of those. Got to get the bulbs and get them on. And then I got a head spacer kit from CTS. Comes with the spacer plate and both gaskets you need. Some of you might know, if you're looking for a good power and more than 10 to 12 psi, you're going to need to lower the compression. So if you don't do it by aftermarket pistons and building the motor and doing lower compression pistons, then you need to use a head spacer. This is going to lower it to 9-to-1 compression instead of the stock 10-to-1, which is going to allow me to run probably 15 to 20 psi and get my power goal safely. Going to be using stock brand new head studs. HPA recommends using stock head studs, new ones. You can use APR or ARP, whatever it is. It's ARP, sorry. Head studs, which are quite expensive, but they are worth the money. I don't know exactly what route I'm going to go. But yeah, that's where we're at for now. I got a spare set of wheels. Sorry about the garage, it's pretty messy. Spare set of some cheapy wheels that I might refurbish, have re-powder coated just to have a spare set. Not sure. But yeah, there she is. Just glad to have a new car, guys. Glad to be working on stuff, modifying, having something to do with my spare time, besides my other hobbies. So yeah, I'm excited. Can't wait till she's, boosted and on the road, and we'll go from there. You guys, thanks for tuning in. I know it's been a long time since I made a video. I do appreciate it. Like, subscribe, share. I'm not trying to, make money off this, get a huge following. I just having fun, like to document what I'm doing. Hopefully I can help you out. If you still have any questions about 1.8T Volkswagen stuff, I do know quite a bit about that and can answer and help you. Still have some parts laying around as well. If you need something, let me know. Comment, send me a message. Hopefully I'm going to make one video once a week or once every 2 weeks and try to walk you through the process. I got parts coming in randomly here and there, so I'll try to update when possible. All right? You guys have a good one. Stay safe.